Allegedly. We're live. There's a big emphasis on the allegedly. But, what can you do? As they say in Rome, what can you do? That's not what I wanted. I have to make sure that my stream's actually up and pull it up on my phone so that I have... So I can be reading chat. There we go. Now I need to pull the stream up so I can ping Discord. View your channel. War Thunder. Control C, Control V. At streams. Done. Yippee. Now we can go back to playing the game. Not like what I've been doing earlier. Whatever. It's the same shit. It's just event grinding. That's all it is. 14.4k. Whatever. It's today and tomorrow to do the stars, so if I get it done today, that's cool, but if not, it's not the end of the world. And I just get to play this epic and cool Scorpion. Haha. What am I at anyway? Yeah. 5 of 6. I haven't missed a single one so far. Definitely won't get the coupon upgrade, but whatever. Do I have a special task going right now? Oh, I don't have one going, but I don't have a permit to buy one either, so. What am I, level 30? Good. Kamchatka. Decent map. Not that air maps really matter that much, but, you know. Sure better than nothing. 25 fuel. Fuse. Gun targeting doesn't matter. I don't like air spawn, because that usually means up tier. In fact, it almost always means up tier. Let's see, what are we? Yeah, Saber, full up tier. That's annoying. Oh well. It's not like this plane is very complicated to play. In fact, it's pretty boring to play. Well, not boring, it's fun. Hello. Red Thunder M22 Locust. I don't know if I've seen you before. Hello. At least I don't remember. I forgot. But it's also been like it's been like a month or two since I last streamed. 3.5k from getting guided missiles. You don't get missiles on the... You don't get missiles on the F-84, buddy. And as far as I recall, the F-84 doesn't research... It researches into the... Yeah, I was gonna say, no missiles on that one. You just clicked. Well, I'm like 2 minutes into streaming, so... You haven't missed much. I don't know how YouTube discovery is for streams anyway, because I used to stream on Twitch. And YouTube discovery for streams is kind of weird, so it's amazing. A random player showed up. Or a random viewer showed up. Yippee! All you're gonna get to see is the exquisitely detailed gameplay that comes with the Scorpion. Also, hi Martin. Merrick, I should say. I know you're Martin, you can't hide. It's the exquisite Scorpion gameplay. AKA the plane that, if people know your gimmick, you just can't do anything. So we literally just have to hope that people don't know what the gimmick is. Because if they do know what the gimmick is, or, you know, it's a full up tier and I just lose. I just lose in a full up tier because the rip speed on this thing is, like, while this plane is very fast for a 7.0, like, I believe it's the fastest 7.0 in tier, it doesn't matter in a full up tier because the rip speed is too low. This plane is, like, the problem with the Scorpion is if you get up tiered, you lose, and if people know how to fight you, you lose. And we got a full up tier, which means we lose. It's a great plane, it's just insanely matchmaking dependent. If you get a down tier, or even a 7-3, if it's 7-3, it's workable. Once you get 7-7 and 8-0 games, you're kind of dicked. But you can work a 7-3 game. It's one of those planes that's kind of hard to balance, because if it goes any lower, it shits on everything, and if it goes any higher, it gets shit on by everything. And because it's not a conventional gun platform, it just doesn't work if people know what they're doing. Like, the regular 89B, you can still work an out tier because obviously it's a conventional gun platform. But the 89D, you just can't. Delicious water. That's the problem with the D model is, because it's rockets, it doesn't work if people know how to fight you. If people know how to fight you, you do just lose. There's nothing you can do about it. I really need to be buying planes. I need to at least unlock rank 7 so I can just grind aimlessly. But yeah, that's the problem with the 89D, is if people know how to fight you, you lose, and if you get up tiered, you lose. It's very hard to make anything work if people know what, like, if people know the gimmick, the plane sucks. Luckily, it's rare enough that not many people do know the gimmick. But, if people do, you literally just can't do anything. Dude, what are these queue times? It's like, it's 7 p.m. on a Sunday. There's no reason the queue should be this bad. 7.0 is not a particularly unpopular BR either, so... It is what it is. There we go. I was thinking about making a video on the T2 because I was enjoying it, but then I couldn't really figure out how I wanted to write the script, so I scrapped it. The problem with air events is, in my humble opinion, air events are the worst of the three to grind. Naval is really good and easy to grind if you have a good coastal lineup. Like, if you have a high-tier coastal lineup, Naval is actually super quick to do. I just use Japanese 3-3 coastal whenever I have a Naval event going on that I actually care for. Full up tier again. We'll see if anybody's dumb enough to take the bait this time. Yeah, like, if naval events are easy if you have a good coastal lineup, because they're very simple. There's actually not that much thinking as long as you understand how your boat works. Ground events are usually fine as long as you just pick a BR you play well in, or you just smurf the shit out of people at low BR. But air is hard. Because, like, if you have a bad naval game or a bad ground game, you're still probably going to get at least 700 score-ish. But, you know, if you have a bad air game where you just get shot down, you get 100 score, and if you just don't get to do anything, you get 0. So, in that sense, I would say air is the hardest, because it's the most dependent on you having good games. If you have good games, air goes really quick, but if you have bad games, or you have inconsistent games, it takes forever. That's why I've been rolling to Scorpion, because most people don't know the gimmick, so it's easy enough to take kills on. Because ultimately, this plane just boils down to take head-ons and hope the other guy doesn't know your gimmick. And if they don't know your gimmick, you usually just obliterate them when you get the kill. If they know your gimmick, then you can't do anything. And you just hope somebody else doesn't know your gimmick. But, Scorpion, I made a video on it like a year ago, I think. I know I made a video on it, I just don't remember how old it was. And I don't think my opinions on it have largely changed. It's a very fun plane, it's just... over-reliant on the enemy not knowing how to play the game. I had a player on my team actually because I was chasing one of the last guys that was alive. It was Jew 288, and I was coming up at him. And the spectator was like, "Why don't you use your guns?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't have guns." That's the thing. If people expect you, like in head-ons, right? If people expect you to just take a head-on with the gun and peel off, like, a normal head-on would do. Like, here's a good example. Okay, well, that was bad aim on my part. But the Meteor didn't know the gimmick. He didn't pull out at all. He didn't try and dodge. He didn't do anything like that. Because he probably assumes I have guns, and I'm just playing the gun aggressively. So he doesn't try and take the... Like here, this Kika might be another good example. Okay, he turned away. That's because I fired too late. You get the gimmick though, right? Like, this jet really just boils down to, do people... Yeah, see, there you go. Good hits on the Meteor. It's relying on other people just not knowing your gimmick. Because if they take the hit on, they explode. But, like I said, if people know how to play the gimmick, this plane is too hard to aim with, and it's basically impossible to kill anything in it. I mean, they're rockets, and they're not, like, you don't have vertical aiming. Where the rockets are pointing when you launch is where they go. So you can't rely on vertical aiming to kind of, with vertical aiming, you can kind of notch the guns up into what you want them to hit. With this thing, if you don't... The enemy basically has to donate their plane to you. If the enemy is actively trying to evade your rounds, you will never, ever connect a rocket. Is basically the best way I can explain it. Because they're just too hard to aim. Yeah, and because, like, I just died. Like, it's a full up tier. And they know my gimmick. I literally I cannot do anything. I mean, our whole team got shit on. Like, cool team, but... Up tier and they knew my gimmick. I literally could not do anything. But then you get games where you get a full down tier and nobody knows what this plane is, and you literally just eviscerate them. There, you know what? For good luck, I'll open 3 gamble boxes. Watch this. Nothing burger. I'll get 3 more. What could go wrong? Nothing burger. I'll get 2 more. What could go wrong? Nothing burger. I did need an SL booster though for the time being, so that works out. I can recycle the wagers. Be nice if Gaijin would give me the million SL that you can get from recycling. It will, I won't have the RNG for it, but 10% RP booster for everyone, sure, whatever. And this is the problem with the 89D, really is, I'm getting full up tiers for one, because 8.0 is really popular right now for some reason, I don't know why. But also, like, for the past, week, because this event's been going on for a week now, and I've been playing the Scorpion through most of it. A lot of people just not knowing what they do, and I can regularly pull out 2 to 4 kill games, but as soon as people do know what they're doing, it's like, you just can't do anything at all. So, you know, nothing you can do. Air point, it's probably an up tier. It's probably a full up tier, again. The only consistency is I've noticed is if you have an airfield spawn, it tends to be a down tier. If you have an air spawn, then it's an up tier. Is the general rule of thumb that I find. Let's see. Yep, at least that, yeah, full up tier. Again, 8-0 game. Why is it showing me the saber? Why won't the saber get off my screen? I'm not interested in the saber game. I'm getting stream sniped by a saber box. Can I get rid of it? No? Okay. Thank you, Gaijin. Very cool. That's a new bug. I've not seen that one before. Oh, never mind. It went away. Okay. Well, let's see if people know how to fight me or not this game. But yeah, the up tiers are brutal because the discrepancy between 7-0 aircraft and 8-0 aircraft is, like, way too high to the point where you can't do anything. This plane is such a brick that you literally cannot turn fight anything. I don't think there's a single jet this thing actually beats in a turn matchup. You're entirely reliant on your speed to do anything against other jets, and basically that just boils out to extend away, come back for a head-on. Like I said, because you can't really dogfight with the rockets. With the guns, it's fine. But with the rockets, you can't really dogfight with them. For hopefully obvious reasons. But when your entire gimmick on the 89 is speed, and you get full up tiered where pretty much every other jet rips well over 100k above you. In some cases, like in the Sabres rip at 1093, this thing rips at 920. And if you get above 900, you're playing with fire. Like, that's the thing. The entire strength of this plane is the speed. And you get up tiered and you just lose your one. You lose your one advantage. There's nothing you can do about it. There we go. It's a good hit on him. But yeah, it's a joust plane. That's what it is. Thank God it has an air brake. The other problem is the rockets can be inconsistent. Sometimes the rockets work, and sometimes they... Like, sometimes you just obliterate some poor bastard with the rocket, and he's literally just... His entire family gets wiped off the map. And other times, the rocket just kind of sparks, for lack of a better term. Like, not spark in the same sense as, like, gun sparking. But sometimes you will just get a hit. Okay, there was a GF-84. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, he's that way. Here, let's see if this SU-11 bites. He's flying far and away the most overpowered plane in the tier, so... The SU-11 is realistically probably a 7-7, maybe even an 8-0 plane on a good day. Here, let's try and hit this Kika, and you'll see what I mean. Okay. I don't know if he ran out of ground or, I think an SU-11. Like, you can't dogfight at all. Nope. I mean, that plane is, like, hilariously game broken. But You know, somebody was foolish enough to take the joust. They lost, and everyone else knew what my plane can do, so he just couldn't do anything. It definitely feels like one of the most matchmaker-dependent vehicles in the game. That's saying a lot in War Thunder. So, grumble grumble, bitching about the F-84. How was chat, though? Because I can bitch about the F-84 and its problems all day. No, I'm building a model F-16, but I'm kind of at a stall on it because I need to do a decal transfer and I'm kind of putting it off. Uh-oh. B-29 spawned on the airfield. Oh, full up tier again. Yeah, that's a vampire. Yeah, again, another full up tier. You'd like to request an escort. Dude, you spawned on the ground in a B-29. I don't think an escort's gonna save you, Chief. Like, I'll be real, I think that B-29 is just dead no matter what he does. I know I wouldn't, unless the game wanted to auto put him on and he doesn't have the setting disabled to override the wind warning, or the weather warning, whatever it's called. You're at work. I'm unemployed. Well, kind of. I have a job offer, but it just doesn't start until late April. So, as it stands, I am kind of employed. I will be employed, probably was the best word to use. But for now, I'm broke. So. As tempting it is to just GE the rest of the event, I don't really have the money to do that, so. As they say in Rome, what can you do? Oh, this thing is a radar as well, by the way, for anyone who didn't know. It's completely useless. I guess in theory it probably has some use in Sim. But it's a 2-kilometer, like, close-range radar. And even then, the actual, like, radar itself is pretty shitty. Like, it doesn't pick up targets in my experience. And even if it did pick up targets, it doesn't do anything. It's not like a gun radar or anything. It doesn't help your rockets connect. It doesn't give you a lead indicator. Like, functionally, it's useless. Okay, this thing was built to be a bomber interceptor, so let's see if we can intercept this H5. It is the historical purpose. Technically, if Gaijin gave a shit, they could actually make this plane, this radar, actually kind of interesting. Because historically, the radar was linked to an automatic fire system. See, I don't actually feel like I earned that kill. I think I got a hit, and he just dumped it in the ground, and I got the reward for it. I didn't do shit all for that kill. I got a splash, and he basically pirouetted. I don't think I actually snapped anything of note on his aircraft. I think realistically, he freaked the fuck out that he had a plane behind him. It just lost as a result. See, that SU-9 didn't know my gimmick. He flew straight at me, straight into the rockets, because he doesn't see gun tracers. Realistically, what probably happens is he sees the rockets, thinks, nah, this guy's a fucking idiot to be dumping rockets at me, and then just explodes. I would bet you that is why you get pretty much most of your head-on kills, is people don't see the gun tracers, think you're spraying rockets. See? and don't dodge because they're like, oh, well, this guy's shooting rockets. He's not going to hit any of them, and they're procs. But again, I went for the merge there, and I couldn't do anything. And now I have way too many aircraft on my tail. The Solution 28 outturns me, I bet you. Yeah, it's just it's a fun plane, it's just too reliant on enemies, which is not something you want in a PvP video game. A lot of things in video games suffer from this fate of your enemy has to be stupid. And the 89D is one of them. Like, if I rewrote the 89D review, that's probably the biggest thing I would make a point of. If your enemy is stupid, you get kill. If the enemy is not stupid, you literally cannot do anything in any match. I'm dead. This 229 has me. Biggest thing I might be able to do here is force an overshoot. Even then, I wouldn't get my hopes up. You know, it does amaze me that the fucking R2... Like, the R2Y2s are fictional, don't get me wrong. But, I'm actually amazed that 229 hasn't been removed from the game on historical grounds. And I'm not crashing out because I died to it. I don't think there's any, like, proof that the thing even flew, is there? Like, if the Coelian got removed from the game, and the R2Y2s got removed from the game, I don't see why the 223 or the 229 is still in the game. Like, I know there's the hull of it, but I don't think it flew. No, I definitely do not want to play a game in the HE151. Good try, War Thunder. Oh, I need a pop-up booster. Yeah, this is the thing. If you fight air, like, there's just nothing you can do. Like, if you fight competent players in the sky, you literally cannot do anything in the 89D. The 89B is a bit more forgiving just because of the guns you can actually aim. But the same problem applies. Air spawn, I guarantee you this is another uptier. But that's the thing, if people don't know what they're doing, it is a consistent plane, because you just joust head-ons. The 6-7 might not be a full uptier. 7-0, 7-0, 7-0, 7-0, 7-0, 7-0, 7-3, 7-3, 7-3, 7-3. So it's at least a 7-3 game, possibly a 7-7. My guess is it's probably a 7-7. No matter what. We might just got a dick to not gotten any 7-7s. So I think it's probably a 7-7 game. 7-3 games are really odd. So, maybe it is. Maybe it is a 7-3 game. Kind of weird, but... We fly upside down. Oh, one other small complaint about the 89s, both the B and the D, is they rip in flight. They rip in level flight. Which is really annoying. I don't even think you need Afterburner if you're in, like, level flight. You can still rip. So you have to either drop throttle or micromanage the air brake, and that's really annoying. Golan Heights, bit of a topical map. Good thing the Iranian F-14 can't appear in this match. It was a close pass. Was that an AI plane, or was that a friendly? Oh, that was a friendly F-84. Those MB-26Ks are actually kind of scary if they're, like, if they're full load for guns, they actually have really nasty head-on potential. 262 knew my gimmick. I can't do anything to him. 262 didn't know my gimmick, I just aimed badly. Really? A BI? What a bitch. Two-two-nine didn't know my gimmick. I don't know where my fucking rockets went there. That looked pretty bang on to me. Unless the size of the 229 just causes it just isn't big enough for the rockets to fuse on. Yay, the most overpowered rocket plane in the game. It's on my tail. Holy shit, what a horde. I can probably honestly just dump into this. Never mind, not if I have any skill, haha. Again, nothing much I can do against planes that rip higher than I do. When having a high rip speed is like the only good thing about this aircraft. This might be a complete skill issue, but I feel like the 262 has the wrong rip speed. Like, I'm gonna admit that I'm complaining because I don't understand, but I think it's a little horseshit that the 262 doesn't rip at 920. I don't know what its historical rip speed is, but I feel like fucking German gear shouldn't... probably could not withstand that in real life. And again, I ripped because I had to stay on the afterburner to get away, and I just crossed that threshold, and that was that. I can't land on this. If it was just the outer wing that fell off, I could, but with the inner wing gone too, I can't land on this. But whatever. There was an Su-11. There was a BI. Like, yeah, see, this 262 is going to chase me all the way back to base. I don't really know why. Like, I don't really get what his goal is here. He's slowly catching. Like, it's not like I'm pulling away. Well, no, now I am pulling away. Okay, if I hit like 750, I can pull away from him. The problem is I can't maintain that speed unless I'm in a straight line. And the airbase isn't in a straight line. I just have to kind of slowly drag the plane around on the incline. I could just try and live out until the game dies and hope that we can kill their team, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to be real with you. I see you back there. Still see ya. Okay, I'm not far from airfield, but I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna land. It's possible, in theory. Whoops, I just tapped my elevator. That could have been very bad. I think I'm gonna have to come in fast, or I'm gonna lose way too much lift and roll it. And I don't... As silly as Gaijin's, like, landing mechanics are, I don't think I can touch the plane down at, like, 700. I also have to rely on my base AA to take out this 262 or I'm fucked. Oh, pulled a little too hard. See, I'm trying to get it around now to make an angle for landing. Yeah, and see, I overshot. I can make turns to the left just fine, but I can't make turns to the right very well. I wonder if this is a flak airfield or if this is a missile airfield. Must be a flak airfield if it didn't fire at him. Like, I can drag this out. I know I can outrun him in a straight line. But I could just J out and just waste his time. That'd be toxic. Okay, now he's catching me. I see you, buddy. Truly exquisite War Thunder air gameplay. Oh, he's got to be close. Yeah, he's 1-4 away. And the airfield's right there. Oh, the airfield fired. Hold up, we might be in the money. Oh yeah, the airfield's firing. It's just not connecting at all. What I have to do, I think if I want to land, is I think I have to swing it around all the way to the left. Oh, that was a missile. That hit him? He is damaged. I'm pulling away faster than I was before. I'm gonna run out of fuel, though, if I don't get back to base soon. I'm down to 4 minutes. SK-60 could save my life, though. There we go. Hope that was worth it, 262. See, if I go off the afterburner... Do I have enough lift? Oh, really? I was slowly going down without the afterburner. Yeah, I don't think I can put this plane down. I mean, I fought with it, but if I wasn't getting chased, I probably could have put it down. But... Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Just J out. Whee! Yeah, it wasn't happening. I got as far as I could. Bam. Gave it the good old round try. I've gained like a K of score since my stream started, and that was like almost half an hour ago. Oh, that's because the good one hasn't ended yet. Okay. But, yeah, this is what happens. Go up against good pilots and just can't do anything. The Pyrenees, or the Pyrenees. I think the Pyrenees is technically correct. At least I hope so. I'm gonna rearrange my headphones. Damn hair is coming out. There we go. 619 subscriber. If only you were the 676th. 67? 67? 6. Hello, how are you? Your name will be etched in the history books. Airfield spawn is a good sign. Is this a down tier? It's a 7-3 game. But is it a 7th? I think it's a 7-3 game. I think it's a 7-3 game, but again, it could be a 7-7. It's chunky ass plane. I'm going for the early takeoff. Dude, you sound tired. That's just... It's funny, I just always sound tired on stream. It's just kind of a feature. I am kind of tired, I'm not gonna lie. But... it's because it turns out... when you just have to come up with things to talk with, and keep talking to be, like, even remotely interesting to watch, it takes a lot of energy. That's the real problem with it. It just takes a lot of energy to stream. Like, if you're not just kind of rolling with it. If you're trying to be actively entertaining. Which is a real challenge, and one that I'm not very good at. It takes a lot of energy. And unfortunately, the War Thunder air loop is, it's not particularly exciting enough for most of the game. Normally, I would be tabbed out for, like, the first 3 minutes of the air game waiting for the engagement. But in the past, on a stream, if I tab out too much, War Thunder just kind of shits the bed and kills the frames. I don't know, I don't... the thing is, I try to be a streamer that I myself would watch, and I personally don't enjoy watching quiet streamers, if you will. The short explanation of it is, I don't watch for the game, or the gameplay, I watch for the person. And if the person isn't, like, actively engaging with chat, it's kind of like, eh. But I don't watch streams much in general, right? Like, I mostly watch YouTube content and stuff that's edited down. Just because I find streams a lot of the time to just have so much downtime in them, and that's just kind of the fact of streaming. There's not really anything you can do about it. But I don't know. I'm not great at watch a silent streamer because the game is speaking. Yeah, but at least in my opinion, you have to be either good enough to justify, like, standing out. That's the thing. I'm not a good enough War Thunder player for the game to do the speaking. I'm not, like, particularly bad at War Thunder. I'm just kind of average. I think Stat Shark, and Thunderscale both write me as a good player, which is like, okay. But that's the thing, I'm not, like, a good enough player. I'm not like, oh, War Thunder YouTuber, this secret German tank is so good. And it's like a thumbnail with like 14 kills and a nuke. You know who you are. Does the Bearcat know my gimmick? No, he doesn't. Fortunately, I have to... okay. This is This is not savable. Even with the rudder full right, I can't spin this out. It's because the wing spar snapped. If the wing spar didn't snap, I'd probably be fine. Yeah, there we go. That's unlucky. If I didn't lose the wing spar, I probably would have been fine. Hi, Sable. I actually would have rather had the wing shear outright than to just have the spar snap without it breaking. The fact that I had both the spar and this subsection of the plane go black, I don't think that was recoverable. Where are we at? 19k. Ugh. Today's not been a good day, pace-wise. I think I've been playing for 2 hours. Because I played for about an hour and a bit before deciding I would stream. Because I should stream more because I'm unemployed. But, it's not been a great day. Like, last night I went from 20k to 40k in the space of, like, an hour and a half. Because I was just having bang-on games with Scorpion. But people today are better. More people today know the gimmick. And I keep getting up tier. I'm not getting that many down tiers. That's the first down tier I've gotten almost all day, I think. And it's such a tier-dependent plane, it just wasn't meant to be. But I decided I should stream, because it's been a while since I last streamed, and I should be making more content, at least while I'm unemployed. It's just finding a game to stream that is interesting enough to stream. It's the challenge. But since there's an event going on, I know how long I'll stream for. I'd like to try and do at least half a star each day. So if I could get to like 23k, I'd be happy, but since I'm streaming and I have nothing else to do, I might go for some work. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for a buddy to hopefully show up so we can play Hearts of Iron, because he's mad at the new patch, and instead it's been basically reverse engineering all the shit on the new patch to a previous patch, because he doesn't like the new naval system. So I have to kind of wait for him to finish doing that before we can play. And I kind of want to work on my model a little bit, at least get the stupid decal on, so I can kind of continue actually making progress. Because once I get this decal on, then I can realistically start moving into larger pieces. I can start moving into main fuselage. So. But Sable, I am fine. See, I'm scared to alt-tab, because when I alt-tab off and on, when I alt-tab on stream in War Thunder, it just fucking obliterates the frame rate, so. Also, again, queue times are really bad lately. I don't know why, it's just something I've noticed. El Alamein. I should probably play the Genshin event, but I haven't played Genshin in like a week. War Thunder been fun? Eh. The Scorpion is just a bipolar plane, really, is the problem. Scorpion is either... Hey, a full down tier. Yeah, full down tier, 6-0. Scorpion is kind of a really hit-or-miss plane. I was saying this before you showed up, but it's kind of a plane that relies on the enemy team being dumb. And if the enemy team is dumb, it's really funny. Like, it's a really funny aircraft. But if the enemy team knows what they're doing, you literally just cannot do anything in it. Or if you get up-tiered, you can't do anything. If you get up-tiered, you can probably take, like, one pass. You can take, like, one engagement off the start of the game, and after that, you just die. Or on the same plane, yeah, Scorpion is usually pretty consistent. I've been getting kind of unlucky today with people knowing how to fight it. But, like, usually I can consistently score 2 to 3 kills a game. At least when I'm not on stream, so I don't know if I just got, like, the big dunce cap while I'm on stream or whatever, but... It's a very consistent plane, because it's rank 5, I don't have any penalties. It's been the most consistent way of grinding the air stars that I've experienced. The other way would just be to grab something like a high tier F104 and just base bomb, but that's fucking boring as shit. If this keeps going badly, I will just switch to that, but... Well, I don't remember how much War Thunder you play, but... The TLDR of the Scorpion is, at 7.0, it's the fastest aircraft in the tier. This particular one doesn't have guns, it has proximity rockets mounted in the wings. So, like, you have to hit things with the rockets in order to deal damage. And they're proximity fused, so they're not that bad. But if the enemy is actively avoiding, like, if the enemy knows not to just fly in a straight line, you just never hit anything, because the rockets are too hard to aim. Yeah, so the problem with this thing is, it's really fast, yeah, but because they're rockets, it's not like guns, where you can turn on vertical targeting and the guns will kind of angle up to help you hit. With this thing, the rockets go where the rockets come out of the pod. And if someone is like, knows that, like this 262 does, he doesn't just take the head on. I just can't hit him. That's the thing. The problem is this plane kind of relies on taking head-ons to actually hit anything. And if people know not to do that, you just can't do anything. Also, in an up tier, it sucks because everything outspeeds you, so your one gimmick of being really fast doesn't even work if you're up tier. I don't know how much the enemy team climbed. I should be getting close to them. Oh, and it rips in a straight line. These are offshoots of the Mighty Mouses. It's just a different variant that was developed for this plane. See, that's the thing. If the guy doesn't know to dodge, you literally eviscerate targets. Because they're rockets. Like, I shouldn't have to explain why this plane kills shit if they don't dodge. The problem is, if they do dodge... See? Their entire team didn't know how to fight this plane, and now I'm 3 kills to the positive. Well, these rockets are really easy to hit with because they're proximity fused. So they explode when they're close to an enemy. Well, that's the thing. They explode when they're close to an enemy. There we go, I got 5 kills. Like, none of them knew how to fight my plane, so they all just head-on. And I just got kills. These are the only rockets in the entire game, to my knowledge, that behave this way. Because they were specifically developed for this plane. So you'll see, you have the regular Mighty Mouses, and then you have the M439 Mighty Mouses that are only on this aircraft. They have less explosives in them because they have the fuse. But this plane has no guns. Like, that's the thing. It only has the rockets. And that's the trade this plane makes. You get the proxy rockets that are insanely powerful, if you can hit them. But if you can't hit them, it's useless. It's all reliant on the enemies. That's the problem. If people don't know how to fight you, you just win. Because most players are just going to take head-ons. They're not going to see the gun tracers. They're going to see the rockets come out and be like, why the fuck is this guy firing rockets at me? And then they explode and the guy dies. But if they know you have prox rockets, all they do is just turn and avoid. Because this plane is a brick, it can't dogfight because of how heavy it is. Like, it's heavy with massive wings. So you can't dogfight in it because it bleeds speed and it doesn't turn. So you basically just have to joust people in head-ons or catch up behind them. And if you get up-tiered, pretty much every single plane is faster than you. So your speed doesn't even work if you get up-tiered to 7-7. At 7-3 it's workable, but if you get up-tiered to 7-7 against like F-84s or Vampires or Meteors or MiG-15s, like, you just can't do anything. Like, in a 7-7 game, you basically have one joust off the start of the match, and you have to hope they don't know how to play against it. In a down tier, because of how fast you are, it's still workable if nothing happens on the first joust. But in an up tier, it just doesn't work. Well, yeah, like I said, these rockets are only on this plane. I don't believe there's any other proximity fuse rocket in the game. Seven game. Possibly 8-0. It's going to be rough. Yeah, these rockets were specifically developed for this plane, historically, so I don't think they got mounted to, like, anything else. Because rockets are a ground suppression weapon, they're not an anti-air weapon. Even in real life, they're like, these things are wildly inaccurate, but the idea is you have enough of them that like, one good hit takes a bomber down. And that's kind of true. You usually only need one or two good rocket hits that evaporate an enemy aircraft. The problem is nobody plays bombers at 8-0 because Lamau. So you can't bomber intercepts, you have to fight fighters, which are way harder to hit than a bomber. I can delete a bomber, like, I can delete a Tu-4, a Ju-288. Pretty easily, because they're just such massive targets. Like, you can hit them. Because they can't really evade, because they're bombers. You can usually snipe them with good rocket hits from, like, 2k out, 3k out, as long as you have the lead down. And they're not, like, trying to dodge it all. But fighters are obviously way harder to hit, because they're way smaller. And if they are trying to dodge, you can basically forget it. Also, that's the reason I don't play Ground Arcade, because I don't like being at the mercy of whatever the game gives you. Sometimes the game gives you a fantastic plane in arcade, and sometimes the game just gives you something shit. At least in realistic, you pick exactly what you want to bring. That's a very high 262. I don't know why you would do that. Alright, Femboy or Tomboy? Let's see if this guy knows how to play. Nope, he didn't. Didn't know the gimmick, takes it head on, loses. Or at least heavily damaged, anyway. But now, this SU-11, again, the most broken plane in the entire tier, just wins. But like I said, that is the most broken aircraft in the tier. I couldn't beat it no matter what I tried. I'm just relying on a teammate. Like, if you get caught in a dogfight, if you get caught in a dogfight in this plane, you are entirely reliant on your team. Because again, the rockets go where the rockets are pointed. I got really lucky that that F2 saved me. But this meteor might have me? Yeah, the meteor has me. Yeah, he's just faster than I am, so my one gimmick of being fast doesn't work because he's just faster than me. I can try and kind of juke him out, but... without allied help, I'm not going to win this. I need that F-84 to just eviscerate the guy. Well, I think he got him, actually. Looked like a good hit. Sounded like a good hit. Yeah, he's down. Okay, the teammates are actually kind of useful. Yeah, that's another funny thing in arcade, is the A10 is a 7.0. For ground arcade, for some reason. SU9 has my number. And since the airframe has damage too, like, I just can't. I can't even try and turn to fight with him because the airframe damage means that actually trying to engage is going to be a bad time. There he goes. I still have a lot of rockets left. It's not impossible that I get a good hit with one of these. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I have to RTV. In ammo. And I need this airframe damage to be gone. So, all the way back to the airfield. I mean, the good thing with Tiny Tims is they're big. Here's an AI plane. Let's see if I can hit him. You mind, this is just an AI target plane. See? You can see that it's pretty difficult to hit these. Whereas if I had guns, I probably could have dropped them a long time ago. I've been streaming for like an hour. The channel is not dead-ish. That's the last guy. Oh, there's 2 guys left, yeah. I can probably land short, but I may as well just land long. I have to turn on my music. Hopefully this doesn't kill my War Thunder frames. No, it didn't. Beep beep. Oh shit, I'm motor rip. Yeah, again, that's another thing with the 89D, is it just rips. Alright, I probably should have started bleeding speed a long time ago. Whoops. I don't know how much flat damage I have. I do have a bit, but I should be able to land. I just have no lights. No vision. Oh, there's runway. It's gonna probably be a bit of a hard landing. I just came in higher than I needed to. Just try and put it down. Plunk. There we go. Aww. Yeah, you can destroy rockets and missiles with gunfire. It's just hard to do. Ugh. There we go, rearmed. Time to take off. Plunk. Well, let's see if I can get within 25 kilometers of this 262 before he dies. Gonna take me a while, but, yeah, I've been mostly just doing daily logins, but with the F-16 event going on, I do wanted to get it, so... This is the first F-16 that's been available in an event, so... It's also the lowest BR one, I think, in the whole game. Or it's tied for the lowest BR one, which means less chance of seeing active radar homing missiles, which are, like, turbo cringe. So it's a BR I would enjoy playing more, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it started like a week ago. This is the star 6 that I'm working on, I think, off the top of my head. And you need 8. And then the 9th star is camo and 4 random modifications for it. I've done a good chunk of the events over the last year. I did the Shisaka, which was back in July. I did the Victory Day T-3485. I did the EFV. I GE'd most of the MiG-25 during the winter event. I didn't do the Jew Meteor. I didn't do the Indian plane. I didn't do any of the other naval ones, I don't think. Oh no, I've done a few of them. Air events are just the hardest, is all. Because, as I was saying way long ago, they're reliant on having good games. If you have a bad ground game or a bad naval game, you'll still get a decent chunk of score. But in an air game, if you have a bad air game, you get nothing. So, I would say it depends a lot on the skill of the player. Air, I think air has the potential to be the fastest event if you know what you're doing and you have good games. Yeah, goodbye, buddy. Yeah, he just took the head on and lost. He took the head on and lost. Another plane researched. I should start buying some of these rank 6s so I don't hit research cap. But I've been spending all my SL on gamma boxes. I'm over halfway. Yippee! I'll get the F-80 C-10 just so it's out of the way. That I can slowly start saving credits to buy the Starfighters. Let's see, where is this event? Or where is this vehicle? Workhorse, there it is. Yeah, it's a 12-3, it's a Dutch F-16A. So... Yeah, not even any semi-active radars in this thing, actually. Just 9Ls. I guess the airframe is what makes up for it, but still. The camo for it is kind of whatever. It's just because it's the Lunar New Year event, so the camo is just this. It's not the worst camo I've ever seen, I just think it's kind of uninspired. I would have rather seen it get, like, an actual camo. My gamble luck this year has been pretty much the same as it's always been. I got a vehicle pretty early on in the boxes, and on that I've had no luck. I got, this thing. I got the Soviet Matilda. Which is just a Matilda with the 76. The early 76 on it, which is not the worst shell out there. It's a 94 pen round, so it's not awful. Just the problem is at 3-3, the Matilda armor is no longer special. Hello, Cinder. How close am I to getting the ace? Halfway. How's the War Thunder going? It's going thundery. Actually, it's going pretty well. Oh, I have to buy a special task, actually. A moment. Sure. Purchase. Win 15 games. Whatever. It's easy. Slow, but it's easy. I could get a test drive on the premium G91R4 and just try and power out Germany. Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst idea. How much GE is that? Or, not GE. How much war bonds is that? 750? It's not that bad. What does this have? Does this have 9 Bs? It does have 9 Bs. It's AA-20s. Okay. The problem is it's 8-7, and that's an even worse BR to get. If you get 9-7 gamed, you just get dicked. That is a regular bicolor. It's kind of a nice casual camo. And a fictional. Ugh. Actually, that's kind of a cool effect. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool effect. I wouldn't run it, but that's actually kind of neat. This is not what I wanted, game. I know, I could just get the test drive for it and just use it to power grind through some of Germany. But I'm not really grinding the German air tree, so maybe I'll break it up for a little bit. The problem with base bombing is it's just boring. It's easy, it's just boring. What am I loading? Standard. Full load. Whatever, it gets me away from playing the D-model Scorpion for forever. Not that this plane is any good, but whatever, I can just base bomb with it. When the star is fighter. Looks like that's what I'm going for. Alright. Time for base bombing gameplay. The pencil. The noodle. This is the fastest bomb dropper in the game, or one of them anyway, because you can drop up to Mach 1.2. So it's like the best base bomber and its BR. Let's see. I'm in 11.3, 10.7, 11.0, 11.3. Ah, it's an 11.7 game. Yeah, 11.7. This thing sucks for actually trying to dogfight with, so... It's just like the base bomber premium. The maneuverability sucks because it's a starfighter. The radar sucks because it's a starfighter. The semi-active radar missiles suck because it's a starfighter. The IR missiles suck because it's a starfighter. The gun is useless because you can never get it on target because it's a starfighter. I literally have everything on this thing stripped. Except for 2 napalm bombs to kill the base, and then 2 9Ps, just in case. I'm pretty sure the space shuttle would be a better dogfighter than this plane too, actually. The only good starfighter is the 104C at 9.3 in the US tree, because that's where it's, like, actually fast. Like, that's the only one of them that's, like, actually fast in its BR. And then all the ones that are higher lose their speed advantage and just become bad. Like, at least the 9.3 one has speed on its side. But then after that, eh. Touch the air brake, cut the afterburner. Bombs. Turn back on the afterburner, and turn away. Oh, people can catch me. It's just on the start of the game. It is the best base bomber. Sizzling. Now we RTB. Thrilling starfighter gameplay. In fact, weapon selector. Switch secondary weapons. Good weapon, AIM-9P, jettison. Welcome to Starfighter gameplay. I don't worry, I could still probably drop a bomb on a school and blame it on Israel. Ah, shit, I probably should have kept those 9Ps. Whoops. I think I can panic him. I don't have a gun or any missiles. So I jettisoned. I don't take the gun and I jettisoned the missiles. I totally could have killed him if I had him. Too, I think. Watch this. Ah, it didn't work. Does he even have missiles? Doesn't look like it. Why is he slow? Because it's a 10.7 F5A. This is an 11.3 starfighter. The F5A isn't fast. Well, speaking of F5s. I don't know what the rip speed is on this thing. It keeps warning me to reduce speed, but I don't know when the actual rip is, so I don't know how hard I can push it. I can almost put the full takeoff flaps out and not have them explode. That's actually kind of impressive. I roll. They call me the roller. The Ayatrolla. Where's the runway? Oh, there it is. Roller. Oh, I'm actually well short of the airfield. Oh, there it is. That wasn't far. There we go. Prep for landing. See how I can put it down in the cockpit. Bonk. There we go. And on the ground. Unlucky. He would have been fine if he landed the opposite direction. This Gaijin is bad airfield coding. That's why that happens. Basically, as long as you're going against the airfield, you can generally land on the belly. I put the gear up too fast. I put it back down. 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 Yeah, I was trying to be funny and put it up really fast. Bad idea. Anyway, if you're landing against the airfield, like, speaking in the direction you take off of, okay? If you're landing against the airfield, generally you can put it down on the belly and be fine. If you're landing with the airfield, Gaijin's bad airfield coding means that you're more likely to explode. If you put it on the belly. There we go. Top 10 things you don't want in your Burger King burger. Number 15. Someone else's foot fungus. You wanted to see me go vertical, by the way? I'm getting radar spiked hard by something. I don't know where it's coming from. Whoever's doing it is camping the airfield. Yeah, he's got me hard locked. There's probably an R3R, or not an R3R. There's either an AIM-7 or an R27 coming my way. I'll really keep it off me like this. Yeah, something gets me hard spiked. Bingo. I have no gun. I probably could have beat him if I had a gun. He probably had me radar locked. I bet you he's was radar locking me. Whatever, he doesn't catch me, it's not a big deal. He doesn't have missiles to counter me. I don't think. Straight up starfightering it, and by it I mean my star. Look at this riveting bomber gameplay. And this is why I prefer playing the Scorpion. Because the Scorpion, you either get huge damage, or you just die and you just go again. This is easy, but it's boring and time-consuming. Like, regular bombers can be fun to play, especially in a group. But when you're just bombering with, like, a fighter in top tier, high tier, whatever you want to call it, it's just not fun. So I'll go back to Scorpion after this. Must be nice to have ice cream. Bombs away. Look at this riveting War Thunder gameplay. Maybe I'll try and blow up some of these AI planes just to get some more score before I head back to base. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile away. Enemy destroyed. Well, back to base. Also, you wanted to see me go vertical, right? It's about as vertical as you're gonna get. I'm at 7,000 meters. It is losing speed going vertical. In fact, I went from about 1,000 k's an hour to about 300 k's an hour. So the haters are right. I am the last player on the team. What's this thing rated for? 16,000 meters. It's time for the taste test. They call me the climber. There's 11,000. There's 14,000. We're just waiting for someone to pop a blind hunt at this point. Just to look up and see me. There's 15. I gotta angle down a bit. I'm losing speed, but I'm still climbing. $15.8. Well, I can't physically pull the plane up any more than this. 15.9. I'm not breaking 15.9. I can't go any higher. I'm basically stalled at 15.8. I can't pull the plane up anymore. Well, you know what to do. Just watch the number go down. Mach 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.67. Oh. I got to Mach 1.67. 67, 67, 67. Kind of a perfect speed to rip at. What an awful match. I can't believe I did that. I still got 80k SL and 20k RP for that bullshit. Sable, how many times have you been annoyed by it? Maybe 6 or 7 times? Ugh. Well, if I sit back in my chair, I disappear from the screen. That's no good. Oh, I should take my sweater off. A couple months, but how long is a couple months? Like, is he teaching for like half a year? Because that'd be about 6 months. Or maybe a little bit longer than half a year. Maybe like 7 months? So has he been teaching for like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 7 months? My BR is 7.0, but I could play 6-7. I very well could play 6-7. Go. Okay, what are these waiting times? I should not take this long to queue for 7-0. Sable, I think you just don't understand modern humor. It's not my fault you don't understand modern humor. Get with the time, old mans. Hello, Death. Who are you? You seem new. Are you new? Or are you old? Been a long while. Okay, well that doesn't really help me. Got my shitty old FRs. Bro's old. Boomer. We got a boomer over here. Up tier. Question is how much of an up tier? 7-7. So it's probably a 6-7, 7-7 game. No, sorry, it's an 8-0 game. So, I'm just gonna lose. I just have to hope people don't know my gimmick and I can just take head-ons. Apply directly to forehead. I just grabbed his tag. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't remember. Since Twitch. To be honest, dude, I was streaming on Twitch in like what, late 2020, early 2021, and it's 2026. It's been like 5 years since I was actually a regular streamer. Don't worry, 2026, maybe 2027. I don't know, 2026 or 7 will be my year. I know, man. Either 2026 or 2027 is going to be my year. It's all about the 2020s, just maybe the 6 or the 7. 51, would that put me at 67, 6 subscribers? Or 670 subscribers? How do you not cringe? Because it makes people upset. It annoys people, it's funny. Just having lunch. I am a little hungry. I had dinner, but I could honestly eat some more. I should make more War Thunder videos, but I have no idea what to make them on. And with the air event going on, and like me not wanting to just blow my fucking brains out, I'm just chain pulling this thing, and I've already made a review on it, so I can't do another one. I guess I could do another one, but that would be like peak lazy content. Alright, who wants to head on me? Apply directly to forehead. Bingo. Okay, they already traded. Okay, he's not gonna take it. Dude, I couldn't even make a video on that fucking Starfighter if I wanted to, because it's such a shit plane. Me edging my air brakes so I don't rip. Should go eat something out this match. I haven't streamed for like an hour and 45 minutes. This is like a new record for me. I usually, like, I'm gonna be real, I thought about quitting at like the hour mark. I can't turn to fight this 262. Ooh, I nearly crossed rip there. Again, me edging my air brake. I'll just cut Afterburner out. That might be safer. Yeah, even without the Afterburner on, I'm still dangerously close. What if I ate food for a snack? I don't know what I want. That's the problem. We don't have many snacks in the house right now because things are expensive. So, come on, Mig9. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Man. Ooh. This might work. Oh. Where's this? Is this TU-14 RTV? He might be. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to him, I don't think. But I might be able to take this F-84. I mean, I was streaming when I was 16. Okay, the good thing is this guy can't dodge me. The bad news is he's still faster than I am. Oh, I got a splash. I think it's a little silly that this F-84 is able to outrun me. While missing the entire left wing. But that's just me. He's literally past my rip speed. Yeah, because my rip speed is 925, and I'm holding 912 and still falling behind him. Mind you, it looks like the three of them are actually all going to land short. This might be like a free chain kill. If these guys are all landing... Oh... If these guys are all landing short, this might actually be, like, beyond peak. 262's down. They're landing short. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why are they going short, man? They're just gonna hand us the game. What? How did... Huh? Not a single rocket hit. What? Huh? If I had guns, I would have obliterated. Those rockets literally did not hit. That's Gaijin of the highest caliber, man. I don't know what to say to that. That's some horse shit. I'll get 4 more gamble boxes. Wow, that was awesome. I actually just got my day ruined by Gaijin. Yeah, like, huh? Gamble box, gamble box, gamble box, gamble... Nothing. I could just recycle a bunch of shit and, like, try and craft the million SL. But the good thing with these gamma block spends is you build up so many backups. You play any game instead of War Thunder? Yeah. I'm waiting to play Hoi 4 right now. I've been playing some Genshin on and off. I started playing BeamNG again. I was in a Barotrauma mood about a month ago. I don't know, I kind of cycle through games, and War Thunder happens to be on cycle right now, so... I should really just save my SL and, like, buy planes. Start buying off so much of the shit that I have unlocked. But... Bo puts out a video every couple days. It's just not always on Hoi 4. But I watch pretty much everything. I keep forgetting that if I lean back in my chair, I don't show up. And now I reappear. Oh my god, a match. Holy shit. Is this gameplay? I don't get why the crown, like what the crown is for. Top fans. I don't know why that's a thing. You don't want to get a headache about 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. The full up tier again, by the way. Because I would never want to have any fun. Another shift at the ball crushing factory. Yep. Alright, we're gonna stay on the runway as long as we can. You're at 80K. There we go. Look. We got in the air. Another full up tier though, which is sad. How do I have 11 viewers? It's crazy. You know when my channel's like dead, especially if I don't play anything planet side. Crazy. I have to tune the algorithm to like War Thunder. Big plane. Oh, just like that, I lost a viewer. No. This might be my last game, I think. Just because I want to go make another step of progress on my model, and since I want my dad's help for that, I want it to be like reasonably like daytime. Ish. Especially because I won't be able to make any progress while I wait for the decal to set, so I want to do it before tonight, so I can build tomorrow. Alright, where are the enemies going to be? Go to sleep. Yeah, you have class. No, this will be my last game, I think. I'll do a bit of model building. Well, not a whole lot, because it's basically just me putting a decon, but, you know, whatever. Let's see if the people this game donate, then, to give me a good last game. Bought and paid for stream actors. And this Zerato actually outturns me. The other thing with this plane, because I keep noticing it and I want to complain about it, is I don't know how much of the like, occasionally the rockets will explode on an enemy aircraft, but not actually do any damage, and I don't know how much of that is like just Gaijin being like, oh wow, fuck you. Or like bad servers. Okay, you're gone, buddy. Pretty much a square direct hit on a bomber with this thing. That's an explosion. A yak. Head back in the direction the enemies leaves, because we have like 4 people intercepting that illusion. Well, in this direction, see if anyone's dumb enough to intercept me this way. 262 looks hungry. Oh, this 262 looks very hungry. Nah, he turned. Maybe not that much. But missiles. Not missiles. Rockets mean I won't get the kill. Just because, obviously, the way rockets are set up. What about this MiG? Oh, you're gone! Oh, that's a yak right on my tail. I'm dead. He outspeeds me. 17, I'm pretty sure, is actually fast enough to... Oh, that's a hit. But I don't know how much damage hit actually does most of the time, but it's usually not that much. See if I can whip the plane around. Again, it's just hit. Like, I don't know if that's actually going to do any meaningful damage. Ooh, hi, yak. Alright, MB326, you can join the group. Nothing. I'm in the fumble factory, it seems. Might be able to just reverse on him. Yeah. Just gotta fly away from him now. I really don't want to take that guy another head on because of the armament on that thing. That F-84 is coming for me, and he most definitely outruns me. Unless he's damaged, unless I hit him enough earlier. I did get a hit on him. I don't know how much it did. Oh, I'm only down to 9 more launches. I'm gonna have to make him count. And that wasn't one. Alright, 8 launches. There we go. That's a good hit. Oh, that's a bad hit on me. I think I can outrun both these guys. Yeah, the yak peeled off, and the 84... Yeah, the 84 is peeling off, too. I'm back. Hello again, Sable. You missed me announcing this is going to be my last game. I think I'll dump my remaining 2 at this MB326 and then RGB. This game's lost anyway. We have 3 players, so I may as well just take the head on. Yeah, there we go. We're out. Yeah, nothing. Alright, back to base. I'm actually not that surprised that Kiko's catching up with me with the airframe damage I have. Oh no, I'm actually getting away from him. Never mind. Nice thing is none of my airframe damage is crippling. It's just damage. I haven't lost anything. I probably should have. But let's see, we're down to 2 players on our team, and I'm one of them. And I can't dogfight, which is what this entire thing is going to come down to, so. Whatever. I should be able to just take a couple head-ons like a moron and hopefully pull it out. I can just tab out of the game. Alright, there's the airfield. And now I'm the last player on the team. Not good. Not good at all. I mean, luckily it means that people are probably just going to take head-ons against me and I'll just get a kill or 2, but... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 enemy players. And I would literally have to kill all 9 of them. I would have 12 kills this game if I was going to somehow win this. I don't think this one's going to happen. And on the runway. Touchdown. Well, let me think. I have 9 enemies, and I have 52 rocket launches. So if I spend, what, 4 launches an enemy? In theory, well, they just made my job easier. Make that 8 enemies. So now I can spend 6 launches on an enemy. If I can kill every single enemy with 6 rockets. Well, 6 rocket launches, so 12 rockets in total. This is winnable. If they all take head-ons and don't fire at me, I can theoretically win this game. Sure, we'll go with that. Well, I don't have the blind hunt marker on me anymore. Oh, shit. What? Huh? I probably could have killed him if I was paying. I didn't expect him to be right there. I'm amazed he didn't get spotted coming over the hill, but the spotting system seems to be broken lately, so... I probably could have killed him. If I was paying more attention and expecting him to be there. Like, I didn't expect anybody to be on that side of the ridge, so I wasn't ready for it. Well, 34.5k is pretty good for one day. It means I only have to do 10k tomorrow, and that's not bad at all. Let's get a gamble box. A backup. Yeah, good for the 300 of them that I have. Let me get rid of all my nation-specific backups, actually. Maybe we'll get the million SL jackpot. That'd be pretty cool. Discounts and orders. Pass. Universal backups. I mean, the 75% of sub boosters are nice, so we'll take those. Junk. I'll take another blind hunt, whatever. They're good to have. Well, it was good progress, at least. I've had my fun. Surprisingly busy stream. Wow. Stream fun. War Thunder not fun. But War Thunder was fine. War Thunder was a bit of a nothing burger. But whatever. It was a good grind. We made progress. Went from like 20k to 35k in 2 hours, which is not good. Or, I don't remember what I started at. Didn't I start like 15k? I started at 14.4, so we did 20k in 2 hours, which is not that bad. So, I may stream again tomorrow, allegedly. Maybe we'll see. I should stream more and make more content, so once the event's done, I'll probably try and make some actual reviews. Maybe. Farewell.